Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ryan. Look at the screen right now, it's time for the meme! It's a live Yongle reaction! Haha! Oh, Thraxis, you didn't give me a challenge of the month with Yongle in it, did you? You saucy criminals. Well, some challenges of the month really do get my attention, and anything with Yongle is brilliant. However, we have one little problem. Dear audience, if you know Yongle, and if you know anything about the Ryan channel, you will know that I, like a lot of other people, think the Yongle is totally broken and overpowered. So if we were going to simply play a game with Yongle on Prince or Emperor difficulty, and seemingly the rules of the game pretty much are just win a culture or science victory on a 4-player map with lots of Yongle opponents, well, that's not exactly a challenge, is it? Now, I did think about playing this game totally laid back, just playing something on Prince and having a load of fun after a lot of games on level 13, but then I decided, no, this is Ryan. Let's make things too hard for ourselves again. So, you wonderful people, it's back. I'm bringing it back. Do you remember? I made a challenge that I challenged everybody watching this channel to take part in, and lots of you did. It's back. We are going to be beating Emperor Yongle with an Ursalocke. I have no gameplay changing mods activated in this game load, so let me remind you of what an Ursalocke is. So this is the Ryan Discord. Of course, most of you know the Ryan Discord because you're already here. But I made something called the Ursalocke a little while ago, and I wrote down all the rules for your reference here. Now, normally it involves playing a particular set of game settings, but this one time I'm allowing you to do it on the challenge of the month. In fact, I might actually accept all challenge of the months done on Ursalocke rules. Why not? This is basically how it goes. This is a self-regulated single-player Civ 6 challenge where you run a game of Civ 6 using a unique set of rules and limitations. Like the Nuzlocke, the Pokemon challenge system, this challenge is themed loosely around the Ursalocke requires you to play carefully, efficiently, and cleverly. It will test you fully. I wished you all the best. Yeah, that was me. I wished you all the best. And basically, it kind of worked like this. You play it hardcore, and there are no restarts or saves coming. So you get one save file, and you have to continue it through Iron Man style. You can't exploit the game. You can't use gameplay changing mods. And then you have this rule in the middle. Basically, you start the game with your capital, and in every era of the game, including the ancient era, you can add one single city to your empire. So for instance, by the end of the ancient era, you can have 2 cities. Then in the classical era, you can have 3, medieval, 4, and so on and so forth. If you fail to add a city in a given era, you lose the right to it. So you have to settle within the era in question, and all cities you own count towards that total, even if you get it through loyalty and war. You have to be very strict about the number of cities you have. We are playing tall today. It's difficult. It limits you thoroughly to the amount of cities you can have. Now, normally, I let anybody play an Ursalocke on any difficulty they want, and let me tell you now, we have had Ursalocke submissions on level 10, the aforementioned and previously named Deity++, but I have not had a single submission for an Ursalocke on level 13. Are you going to be the first person to submit one to the channel? Maybe. That's a challenge for you, but we are going to try it today. Let's begin the game and play the only and first game we get given. I'll also let you play this save file if you want yourself. I'm being lenient today. We're being really lovely. Normally I make you roll your own file, but come along to Discord if you want this save file, or if you want to see all of the rules about Ursalocke. They're all written there. There's a whole frequently asked question. Let's just get started. There's a huge intro here. We want to play some Civ. It's turn 1, and look at this start. It is average. It truly is. We have a little bit of marsh. We have a stone. We have a cattle. We have some horrifying giant crabs on the coast, but we won't talk about those. We've got 2 sources of fish, a reef that's so far away that we can't put a campus by it. Delicious. Let's move the warrior down south and see if this reveals anything to us. It doesn't really, although there is a source of fresh water down in this direction, which we could gamble towards if we wanted. I think I want to save the stone for a chop and a masonry boost, and I think I want to save the cattle for an animal husbandry into horseback riding boost. Of course, audience, you know this. If you cultivate cattle, you learn to ride horses. We definitely did not strap saddles to the cows and then go, this isn't working. So in this particular instance, I think I'm going to found in place. Or it should be worth noting that the game speed on this challenge of the month is online. To start the Ursalocke, all you need to do is rename your capital city, or capital. I'll accept capital as well if you want. Now, ideally, I would like to get my second city out as fast as possible. So we are going to do that by generating a pantheon as quickly as possible. I think quickest way of doing that is rather than growing the city, it's just to run the Faith Pantheon for a couple of turns. Though actually, looking at this, we've got Thurs just there. I mean, this is only a 4-player map, and we're only playing on Emperor difficulty, so I don't know if I've got to really rush a Pantheon here. The AI doesn't normally go for the Faith Pantheon at all, but better to be safe than sorry, I think. Let's run the Faith Pantheon. Leisure, don't forget, as Yongle, all cities receive projects where they can convert 50% of their production into food and faith, or 100% into gold. Then we get a huge chunk of gold, science, and culture if we hit 10 population in our capital, which we want to do as soon as possible. Now, I'm only allowed a science victory or a culture victory, or the mysterious third victory, which is the wipe everyone out victory. We did that on the last 2 challenges I played, though, so we're going to try and go for either science or culture. I think I'm going to get culture today, because culture is the quickest. So to do that, I'm actually going to run astrology as soon as possible. Let's get ourselves a religion. I wonder what religion we'll go for. Who knows, really? Is it feed the world? It's probably going to be feed the world. That is a scientific city-state. Look at this. Mitla. +1 science in my capital. Astrology gets boosted even more. This is probably not a very clever idea, right? Running the Faith Pantheon so quickly, especially with so little production. But I would rather do this than throw out a bunch of scouts. We're playing as Yongle, running leisure. It's just a little bit different, you know? Actually going to work this third tile really quickly, which is awesome. And how much is a tile? 25 gold. Actually, this is really good. Watch this. So we've just gained that tile, and now I've also gained this 2-2. So we're going to go from having 3 production, if we just sort of shuffle this all around. Now we've got 6 production. We've doubled our faith per turn. This is amazing stuff. Mitla's attacking the barbs. They shouldn't be the ones to kill it. Nope, they are not. We should get that pleasure. Bam. Era score. And we have met a second Yongle. Live Yongle reaction. There's 2. Wouldn't it be crazy if every single person was Yongle? Wouldn't it be crazy? Do I want to wait for astrology? Probably not. But I'm not going to build a holy site anytime soon. Oh, I guess I will, because I'm not going to be spamming out settlers, am I? Maybe the Pantheon isn't worth rushing. I could just get the Reeds and Marshes Pantheon and open up an amazing tile here. Obviously, we've got the Camp Pantheon, which we could run on the Thurs. Now, I think it's worth going for the Faith Pantheon. We're just going to go straight in for astrology. Why wait? Why wait? Oh, look, AI is settled right towards me. Lovely stuff. Bam. Astrology, Code of Laws, it's all done. Now we're going to put God King in. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put Urban Planning in. I was going to say just to tick over the Pantheon limit, but I'd rather have the production. Let's put Discipline Urban Planning in. Usual combo. And go for Foreign Trade. We'll run 1 more turn of Faith per turn and unlock Animal Husbandry. All right, turn 9 Pantheon. It's fine. Religious settlements. Let's just do it. And bam, we want to take off Leisure. We do not want that anymore. We could actually try and just build Stonehenge, but I think we just want to go for Feed the World. It works so well with Yongle. So we'll get the Holy Site done. This is a beautiful +2, and I will build my empire around this. I have no visibility at all as to where the best settlement location is going to be, annoyingly, but I'm going to gamble on going above Mitla. Let's move in this direction. Who knows what will reveal? Who really knows? Warrior reveals more Thurs and a river. Okay, maybe this gamble's going to pay off. The land isn't huge. Okay, I could settle on that tile. This is not a perfect place at all. At least there's a reef, actually, looking at this. So I could build a reef there and then use Mitla to get some good science, maybe. As long as we have access to the coast, I think that works overall. Animal Husbandry. There is some source of horse. Some more source of horse down there. Okay, good. I guess I could go onto that tile, and I could Government Plaza here and then combine with a sort of big nebulous amount of stuff. But really, if you only got a few cities, ideally you want to make them quite big and quite potent. Cities are precious. Cities are important. There's more land just across the sea. Fair enough. Let's now unlock pottery and mining. I could settle on that marsh. I'd be near desert, and I could aqueduct onto that tile later. Let's have a look. There's not some, these are decent tiles around there, but I actually think settling on this space is gonna be good for me in the long run. There's a decent enough harbor here. Yeah, all right, let's do it. This is my Ancient Era city. So you name it Ancient Era, we can settle no more cities in this era. We're working that third really nicely, and I'm gonna plonk between these 2 delicious woods another holy site. Let's just get it done as quickly as possible. State workforce boosted, pottery claimed. Let's improve 3 tiles. I like the sound of that. We only need 30 profit points though. So I do a couple of holy site prayers. Let's just run holy site prayers as quickly as we can. Get that religion unlocked ASAP. So we're gonna go holy prayers, and I'm gonna save up my gold for next turn. We're gonna go for 1 more scout. I say 1 more. We actually haven't got a scout at the moment. There is a scout. We'll send it in the other direction. Mining's looking good. Let's get sailing now. 1,000 year flood and the letter. Oh, that kind of pays off my faith thirst policy. city. Very good. As does Yerevan. Oh my goodness, we can just spread our religion around as much as we want. That's just brilliant. Now, the reason I went for the project is that projects on online speed are worth so much more than projects on any other speed. It is well worth going for them. It really is. You want to get that religion done as fast as you can. What are you building there, China? Is that Esmananki? It is. That's okay. That's okay. We don't mind. I will allow you to build that if you're good. Looks like there's a bunch of space to the south of me. Look, it's Yongle. Who would have thought it? Another one. This one's got a boat and has found me. Exciting times. Bam. Religion. Claimed. You can get the builder and then into a shrine. And we're not going to found the religion until we have the holy site in ancient era. And then when I make the religion, it'll spread to both cities naturally, which would be really handy. Ancient era ends in 10 turns. We don't need to rush monumentality, to be honest with you, seeing as we are not going to be printing settlers. Although I guess it lets us print builders, which is still relatively useful. We need 19 era score. We haven't got that much. I always find going a golden age in online speed almost impossible. You need 25 points on standard speed. You've got half the time to only get 6 points left. It is fairly ridiculous. Well, you never know. We find the other Yongle and we'll have the golden age, so maybe it's not all hopeless. Let's go early empire now. Unlock that governor title. We'll leave masonry on boost and I'll put some time into bronze working. Bam, holy site is finished. We've got the shrine being worked in our capital city. We have the religion now. Feed the world. It's not actually the food per turn I'm going for today. It's the housing. Housing gives us the ability to jump up to 10 population in our cities as fast as possible. And that helps us with pretty much everything else. I'm also going to go to the dentist and brush my teeth. Ha ha ha, channel joke. That will let me get another 6 gold per turn, which is really good for early game shenanigans. Amazing stuff. Builder, coat, and improve this. In fact, we probably need 2 builders. Let's get the builder done in this city, and you need the housing. So let's build the shrine in you. Although, again, there's lots of things to work in these cities. Horseback riding boosted. And we've also got this new cattle, which gives me craftsmanship. Amazing. Chocolate Hills. Not the first to find it, alas. A lot of rainforest down here. That looks very choppable to me. Early Empire. Beautiful, but I don't need the settler card today. No, no, no. A culture city-state that gives you extra culture for every great person you've earned. That is beautiful. Really, I want to see if I'm going to meet this last player. I can do it this era. That's hugely helpful. There's a city down in that direction, actually. Oh, maybe there's something to find here. Here's a camp that gives me a luxury. Suddenly I can look to sell that if I wanted for 100 gold. Might do that for the builder, actually. Do you want horses as well? Yes. Can sell both. Look at this. Bam. That gives me a builder, but also a trader. What was the best trade route? Probably food into capital city, right? Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Extra boosts. Amazing stuff. And the governor title, I think we're going to go for Armani Tour. It always makes sense in my head. We'll guarantee the golden age into the medieval era if we do this. Off to Yerevan. Bronze working. Done. Have I got any iron anywhere? Oh, yes, there. That is very useful indeed. Come on, find the last player for me. Find them. No, there's a mountain range conveniently in the way. That's annoying. Oh, no, there's too many barbs. Too many barbs. We're not going to find the last person. Oh, that's so frustrating. Never mind. We tried. We tried. I was saving my wall of China. If I'd met everybody, I would have been able to get the era score to get the golden age if I'd done that. But never mind. It's all good. Let's instead work on the granary and the monument. And then a builder. Capital's just got to be working, getting to 10 pop as fast as possible. Normal age. It's fine. It's fine. I don't really have the resources to have made particular use of monumentality. We'll go free inquiry. We'll boost through the tech tree as soon as we can. It was a city-state anyway. Okay, false alarm. Let's go for the Great Wall. It's a tiny bit of extra gold, but the 4 era score is mainly what we're doing this for. And governor, I'm going to double up Pingala into the capital. Political philosophy. Now we're growing. We've got the housing we need to actually get to max pop. Excellent. And we've also got another luxury. Keeps us happy. Keeps the yields high. Anshan, a useful find indeed. Ancient era has the shrine finished as well. Seems like a weird choice, but I'm going to go for a spearman. That is because Yerevan wants a spearman. That would suzerain that city-state for me. Gee, do I just buy a spearman? Is that quicker? 125 gold. It really is. Bit of a waste of gold, some may say. I don't. I think it's good. Let's get that granary sorted. Irrigation boost. That gives me Mittler. Mittler provides me 50% extra growth in cities with a campus. Not what I'm doing right now. You never know. Maybe one day we'll have a campus. Who knows? There's wheel and the boost to ironworking. Don't forget, we're getting 50% boosts because of dynastic cycle. China is so much fun to play in Civ. Really is. And speaking of, there's the Spearman, which gives me access to Yerevan, and that explores all of this area for me. I think I might aggressively settle towards this Yongle. Steal as much territory as we can. That's going to be where my city is. Why not? Why not? Celestial navigation. It's almost boosted. It's almost there. Political philosophy. Now I'm going to be building a lot of wonders. Normally I go classical republic, but today we're going to go something different. We're going to do autocracy. 10% production towards wonders, +1 to all yields in the capital. Not my usual move at all. But hey, I think we can do something fun with this. Actually, we'll go discipline. Urban planning is useful. Diplomatic league is pretty cool. And corvée. Time for corvée. Now we've got a 25% production boost towards wonders, which is really cool. Let's finish this builder. Then I'm going to chop out the population in the capital and start to build the Apadana. I want to get the theatre square down as soon as possible. That is one of the main ways. I also want to get construction as quickly as I can as well. So we're going to go archery, into horseback riding, into construction. Green Yongle wants to be friends. I'm going to take it. Culture victories. We need to start with friends. We don't have to remain friends. We just need to start by being friends. Let's quickly get this harbour sorted as soon as we can. I'm going to take the worst harbour in Ancient Era because then it has more wonder tiles around it. Bit of a strange play, I know, but I think it makes sense in my own head. 9 population capital. Let's chop out the marsh. What does that do? Oh, 2 turns. 2 turns. And we have 10 population and the leisure bonuses that come with it. Bam. Harbour has been boosted. Apadana, in you get. You know what will help here? A watermill. That boosts construction whilst we're at it. Drama and poetry needs the wonder to finish. I might as well wait for it then. Let's go mysticism. 10 pop. Here we go. 10 science, 10 culture, 20 gold in the capital city. Beautiful, delightful, wonderful, and more Great Wall. So we've got a bunch more gold coming in now. Should probably move our money on, actually. Continue the tour. Let's now go to Valletta. Great Bath has finished. It just says Yongle has finished Great Bath, and I'm like, which one? You're going to have to give me more information than that. It doesn't help. This scout refuses to die and is really, really impressive. Good on you. Great construction. That boosts games and recreation. Now we've got the lumber mill in this city. I'm going to start trading with the AI. Ideally, I would like a trade route with every single AI. And then we will maximize our tourism. Not that we're anywhere near being able to get a tourism victory right now, but it's a good habit to get into. Valletta bows to me, as you should. I'd quite like it if you go and find this player down here because they are the last player. I'll just hold in this city-state for a little bit. You may notice I'm saving up my faith. I'm not going to use Valletta actually to do anything here. We're waiting to try and pick up Imatap so that I can just get lots and lots of wonder tourism. Speaking of wonder tourism, here is Apadana. 2 envoys when you build a wonder, including Apadana in the city. And not only do I just get a huge amount of boosts, because don't forget, dynastic cycle, every time we get a wonder, we get a Eureka and an inspiration from the era the wonder was built in. Now we've got to 11 population. I'm going to pick up a settler. We've got to make sure we settle in the next 8 turns. I'm gonna go and settle down there. Anyone else think a cheeky Temple of Artemis works nice? I think a cheeky Temple of Artemis works nice. Red China is just leaving all of their units around, but unfortunately for them, Mittler is now mine. Totally unnecessary, but still very good fun. Second Yongle likes me now as well. Amazing. They finished Machu Picchu. Fine. Feels like not the most important thing to be doing right now, but okay. Don't complain. Don't complain at all. Final Yongle. I wish I'd done that a couple of turns later, but never mind. We finished Temple of Artemis. We overshot on era score so badly anyway. It's not a problem. Camps, pastures, and plantations within 4 tiles of the wonder give me an immunity. Plus my capital now has a bunch of extra housing and food. I think, yeah, we're not quite ecstatic about that, but we will be soon, because I can now go wham, wham for some happiness. Sell a bunch of stuff whilst I'm at it. With my gold, we've now got another temple. Yerevan will boost the faith of that temple even further. This is just getting me to Imatap all the faster. With 4 turns left, we settle the grand city of classical era. Loyalty's not looking good, but the population will grow very quickly. I'm not too worried about that. Don't mind me whilst I cheekily just steal this tile. I don't want that being lost. And I'm going to run a food project just for a few turns as well. Sure no one will mind. I think I'm I'm actually going to take the 30 diplo favor here. I mean, I'm unlikely to break promises much. Probably. Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I am really quite treacherous. I wouldn't trust me. And that goes without saying. Feudalism. Amazing. I mean, urban planning is a lot of fun, but I'm going to put serfdom in now instead. Now I have 5 charge builders. I know, you should be excited. You should be very excited. And my second temple. Good. The gold is being used very nicely here now. Okay, this is annoying because I'm trying to save my faith, but I'm just going to build ancient walls very quickly in classical era just to get engineering. I don't want to lose any of this spare and bonus science. It's all too good. That's how we're going to keep up on tech, even though I haven't built any campuses at all. Hanging Gardens increases growth by 15% in all cities, and it's got some tourism. Growth is good for Yongle, and there is apprenticeship and industrial zones. Lovely. Medieval era. Recorded history. Recorded history itself isn't so exciting, but we can now have a look at the loyalty of this city. Depends what green. Everyone's in Golden Age. All right, doesn't matter. Do we want to spread our religion? Do we want to get civilian units, or do we want to get extra tech? No, I'm going to go monumentality. I'm going to do this for the builders, of which I have in my government at the moment. Let's stop the leisure. We're going to start buying 5 charge builders at a 30% discount. Get that +3 holy site down as quickly as possible. And I think probably Magnus, you can look after classical era for a second. There's a bunch of chops that can be made around here if needed. The AI is very kindly starting to produce great works of writing. We'll pick those up as soon as we can. Confucianism is Orange China's religion, so we'll vote that in. And trade routes to science cities, as I've met more of those than anything else. Oracle, patronage of great people costs 25% less faith. Imhotep, someone say Imhotep, and 2 extra great people points of the type. Oh, it's a combo, and we do indeed love to see it. And the alliances start now as well. Excellent. It all helps. It all helps. Time for monarchy. I'm a king. It's wonderful. Let's get limes in. And maritime industries. Serfdom looks good. It always does. Gothic architecture is lovely as well. Let's go for literary tradition. We're going to start to get a lot of great writing points now. Now it's a case of just using my gold with monumentality to just expand and make the best cities I physically can. Oh, I get a great admiral. Yay! I have a boat. Go abroad. Find me worlds. Worlds beyond my own reckoning. Maybe. Or just some extra land. One of the two. Okay, I've got an industrial zone now, and with Oracle it means I should get a lot of engineering points per turn naturally, but we almost now have the faith to just buy out Imhotep. That in itself is quite exciting. Going to work now on my theatre square. Almost bought all the builders that I want. In fact, actually, now I think I have already. Okay, now we're saving up for lighthouses. Anshan, actually. Well, in that case, we might as well just take this great work of writing. Beautiful. Look at all that extra science. Now, this is a totally revolutionary trick. So if you ever see this on YouTube or anyone playing Civ, you know it must have come from me because it's totally original. I'm going to buy Imhotep, and then because Imhotep can be used to give an extra charge on great engineers, I'm going to use him to rush Mausoleum. I know. I was staggered when I thought of the plan as well. I don't think I've seen anyone on the internet ever do that. Craziness. Utter craziness. Well, we found Handon. Excellent. We can start trading with them. We've already got a decent amount of tourism. We're already up to 27. I mean, we're nowhere near enough. We need more tourism per turn if we're going to win this victory, but it's pretty impressive. I mean, this red China does appear to be fronting up to me a little bit here. Can't send a delegation. Might be able to just trick them into liking me if I send them some diplo favor. Nope, they didn't like that. All right, we'll think about it. They may be just hell-bent on killing me, which sometimes the AI can be. That's okay. I understand that. We'll get a trade going with them and see if that helps. All right, here you go. This is that revolutionary plan I was telling you about. Oh, I thought Gothic architecture being down would one turn that wonder. Nope, apparently it does not. Mausoleum, we didn't have to wait long. All right, science, faith, and culture on all coast tiles, plus engineers have an extra great charge. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's stick craftsmen in, like so. So you're going to stick retainers in as well. We've got the letter. I don't really need to be building walls, do I? It's kind of, some would say it is beneath me. I would like this culture city-state, though. A yoink with all of my envoys. Thank you so much. Let's give Magnus provision, which seems a little overkill, but I'm actually needing to get one more settler this era. We have our medieval era settle. And I'm tempted to either go onto this tower for the tiny canal or down on this river. We might go and settle down that that river in the next era. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That's a big old theatre square. Beautiful. Well, capital. Next up is Colossus, which we can rush and immediately finish for another trade route capacity. Brilliant. Some more envoys as well. Not that we really needed envoys, but it's always nice to have. We just need a trade route with Orange now. I don't have one of those at the moment, but they do have coastal cities. So if I bring my admiral down, maybe we can find a way round. Would you stop attacking Valletta, please? That is slightly annoying. Next up, education into mass production. Yeah, you know where we're going. We're going industrialization. Of course we are. It's always going to happen. Medieval era ends in 10 turns. That's fine. We now have Wisselbanken because I'm trading with my allies, which probably isn't very clever, seeing as we are playing against Yongle, who thrives with big meaty cities. But you know what? Spread him the love today. We're spreading the love, and that's fine. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Kappa Yobby Virani, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Coverwoo. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!